Hey guys, so we are on our 5th day this week of comparing adverbs, and we are going to look at how we can use what we learned about adverbs and put it into our writing. So our goal is I can identify and use adverbs that compare. I can use adverbs correctly in speaking and writing. All right, how will we be successful? I will read a paragraph. I will revise the paragraph to include adverbs, and I will add adverbs to my own writing. So we're going to proofread the following paragraph and identify the changes needed to correct any mistakes. So the paragraph says, snakes slither more faster than any other animal in the desert. They choose the drier spot to rest when they are not hunting for food. Desert animals are smallest than beetles, but they can eat more large meals than beetles. Camels walk more eagerly toward the water of all the desert animals. So there are a few mistakes in here, and you are going to identify these one at a time. So we're going to look for the adverb in the first sentence that is a mistake, and you're going to write the correct way that the adverb should be identified. So the first sentence says, snakes slither more faster than any other animal in the desert. You should have changed more faster to just faster. You should have said, snakes slither fastest than any other animal in the desert. So, because fast is a one syllable word and doesn't end in ly, we don't need the more in front of it. So, snakes slither fastest than any other animal in the desert. Let's look at sentence 2. They choose the drier spot to rest when they are not hunting for food. What is the adverb in this sentence, and what should we correct it to? You should have said they choose the driest spot to rest when they are not hunting for food. The adverb dry describes the spot that they are resting. So this is comparing all of the other resting places. So this is going to be where we have to drop the Y and add IEST. All right, let's look at sentence 3. There are 2 of them. See if you can find both of them. Desert ants are smallest than beetles, but they eat more large meals than beetles. So the first change that we would need to do is we need to change smallest to smaller. So this is comparing desert ants to beetles. So we're going to say desert ants are smaller than beetles. The second one that we should change is instead of saying more large, we're going to say larger. Again, large is a one syllable word, and we're not going to add more unless it ends in ly. And they are comparing eat. The adverb eat, or the verb is eat, and we're looking at what they eat, and they eat larger meals. Camels walk more eagerly toward the water of all the desert animals. So the verb is walk. And the camels, we have to ask ourselves, how do they walk? This one, you should have said most eagerly, because they are being compared, how they walk is being compared to all the desert animals, so more than one. All right, you are going to take all that you've learned this week about adverbs and use it in your writing. So adverbs are used to describe a verb, and we can compare actions by using comparative and superlative adverbs. We can compare 2 actions by adding er or ier to the end of the adverb, or by adding more in front of the adverb. We can compare more than two actions by adding est or iest to the end of the adverb, or by adding most in front of the verb.